Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Bold and the Beautiful, Luna's hot for Will lunatic plots to grab Bill's son. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers tease that Luna Nozawa Lisa Yamada spying on Will Spencer Crew Moro is a huge red flag. She went from wanting Bill Spencer Don Diamond to apparently wanting his son. And when Luna wants something, she'll stop at nothing, not even murder, to get it. On BNB, spoilers tell us Luna's moved past her fixation on hooking up with Bill. She knows it won't happen, but his son Will is the next best thing. Although Bill rescued Luna from prison on Bold and the Beautiful, trying to hook up with him would backfire on her. And she knows it. So, it seems like Luna Nozawa's shifting her affection from Bill to his son, Will. Her wicked grin as she watched through the stair rail made it pretty clear. But what will she do to make it happen? She resorted to murder to silence her biological father, Tom star Clint Howard. And then bartender Hollis Chambers had to go because he was an obstacle. Who's next on Bold and the Beautiful? Spoilers saw Will Spencer and Electra Forrester Lania Grace with Bill this week. Their surprise visit forced Bill to hide Luna. And that sparked her fixation. Remember, Luna first wanted RJ Forrester Joshua Hoffman, a hot guy who's a legacy offspring. Now, Luna's basically doing the same thing with Will Spencer. He's an heir too, just like RJ was. Now, Bold and Beautiful updates suggest Luna Nozawa will take drastic action. And lives may be at risk. Dig into the latest Bold and the Beautiful spoilers video to see more about Luna's next target, how she'll pursue Will and Electra's next terror. In a town where secrets churn beneath the polished gleam of Beverly Hills, passion often crosses the line into danger, and Luna Nozawa seems poised to redefine that boundary. Once the innocent newcomer searching for purpose, Luna has taken a dark, shocking detour. Her wide-eyed charm and sweet manners masked a growing obsession that now threatens to engulf the Spencer family in chaos. And at the center of her fixation, none other than Will Spencer, Bill's youngest son, awkwardly transitioning into adulthood and utterly unprepared for the storm brewing around him. In recent weeks, Luna's emotions have spiraled from heartbreak to manic obsession. After the disastrous collapse of her romance with RJ Forrester combined with the humiliation spilled into the press, Luna's sense of identity fractured. Everyone chalked her sudden disappearances and erratic mood swings up to stress. What no one realized was that Luna had quietly slipped into darker thoughts, searching for anyone who could fill the void inside her heart. That someone turned out to be Will Spencer. Still fresh from his teen years, Will has grown into a striking young man, shaped by elite education, refinement, and the unmistakable Spencer edge, but he's also sheltered, inexperienced in the emotional landmines of adult relationships. To him, Luna appeared like a fallen angel, wounded, vulnerable, and beautiful. They first crossed paths outside Il Giardino, where a lonely Luna nursed an espresso and a wounded soul. Will recognized her from the countless Spencer Forrester soirees, and with his natural politeness, struck up a conversation. That small gesture sealed his fate. Luna's loneliness shifted instantly to fascination. Every word he spoke felt like destiny. He reminded her of things she thought she'd lost: safety, hope, direction. She convinced herself that Will understood her better than RJ ever did. He asked her how she was holding up, and she nearly dissolved inside, believing it was fate handing her a second chance. Will left thinking he'd offered comfort. Luna left convinced she'd found her future. Before long, Luna was rearranging her life around Will's schedule. She tracked his college classes, found out when he worked out at the beach, even followed him to Spencer publications. At first, she tried to stay unnoticed, careful to remain just at the edge of his awareness. But obsession requires escalation, and Luna's excitement soon outpaced her self-control. She manipulated chance encounters, appearing by surprise at his favorite smoothie shop, casually referencing things she couldn't possibly know unless she'd been watching him. Will assumed she was simply well-informed, but family friends talked. People paid attention. He didn't suspect he was being studied. Their interactions remained harmless, on the surface. Will believed she needed a friend, someone who understood the unique pressures of LA's most powerful dynasties. Luna, however, was feverishly crafting an alternate universe where she and Will were soulmates and everyone else was standing in the way. She began crafting stories, fictional family resentments and personal tragedies to force intimacy. When Will expressed concern, she clung to it like oxygen. Their conversations drifted from friendly to unsettling, as Luna quietly suggested that Will was too sheltered, too burdened by his father's expectations. She offered herself as an escape. Someone who saw the real Will. Someone who loved him without asking anything back. But Luna was already planning to take everything. She started showing up at Bill's mansion under flimsy pretenses, claiming to drop things off for Katie or Wyatt. She'd accidentally leave a scarf behind, or a lipstick, hoping Will or Bill would invite her to return. The staff grew uneasy. Luna's sweetness felt too strained, too practiced, her eyes lingering in empty rooms as though she were cataloging escape routes. Soon, even the doorman began reporting her visits to Wyatt, but the most startling development happened when Luna began referring to herself as part of the family. She spoke as though Bill had already welcomed her into the Spencer fold, as though Will had already declared his love for her. RJ confronted her one afternoon at Forrester, noticing how she'd been lurking around Spencer publications. The exchange turned icy. Luna snapped that RJ had no right to judge her, that he had never truly appreciated her. It was Will, she said, who understood what her heart needed. RJ chalked it up to heartbreak, but the paranoia in her eyes suggested something far more dangerous. Then came the necklace. One evening, Luna surprised Will with a gift, a silver chain engraved with their initials entwined. Will froze, startled by the intimacy. They'd only known each other casually, this felt far beyond friendly territory. He awkwardly refused, and Luna's smile faltered, twitching at the edges. She insisted they'd been growing closer, that he felt something too. When he gently corrected her, explaining he only saw her as a friend, her expression shattered into sharp, brittle disbelief. The next day, Luna spiraled. Her obsession sharpened into frenzy. If Will wasn't convinced yet, she'd just have to remove the obstacles. In her mind, Bill was controlling Will, preventing him from following his heart. Katie was hovering too closely. RJ and the Forresters poisoned him against her. Soon, Luna began making threats, nothing overt, just enough to unsettle. A comment about how Bill wouldn't interfere much longer. A sly observation about Katie leaving her door unlocked. An offhand remark about security cameras. Will finally noticed how twisted Luna's behavior had become. He confided in Bill, who immediately launched into protective mode. He promised to handle the situation quietly, but Luna was already steps ahead. She sent Will messages late at night, long, rambling texts proclaiming their destined future. When he didn't respond, she showed up at his apartment building, begging the concierge to let her up. She claimed Will was in danger and needed her. When turned away, she camped near the garage, waiting to catch him alone. As her plot deepened, Luna fixated on the idea that if Will would only run away with her, everything would be perfect. She planned a getaway, found a rental in Ojai, gathered cash, packed a bag. All she needed was Will. Now, Will is scared. Bill is furious. And Luna she's convinced she's fighting for love. But love twisted into lunacy has only one ending. As this dangerous storyline reaches boiling point, all of Los Angeles holds its breath. Will Bill bring his son to safety before Luna snaps? Will Katie discover the truth? Will Luna go quietly, or will her obsession erupt into something irreversible? One thing is certain, in a town where drama fuels life itself, Luna Nozawa has finally crossed the line from heartbreak to obsession, and the Spencer family may never be the same.